This is Rockstar 2800 with SmutFreeTV, the hottest content in these internet streets. Make sure you tune in, like, comment, subscribe.
Okay, so I've been traveling all day. So, Aunt, what the fuck is going on with the Diddy Cassie shit? Can I get something? Did y'all already talk about that?
Oh, I just came in. They probably already talked about
But
that.
listen, hold on. This is all I gotta say. I said this earlier. The nigga, so it's some Kid Cudi is confirming that his car got blew up after Diddy threatened him, saying, because he was dating Cassie at one point. I guess his car blew up in the driveway. So if his car really blew up in the driveway, I'm gonna say
Hold
Diddy
on,
did it
it
for real.
blew up. I thought
Hold
he
on,
said he was gonna blow up.
hold on. No, it blew up, nigga. But I'm saying if he really did that, then that nigga for sure put a hit out on Pac. I rest my case.
Oh shit,
Bro.
shit.
Oh,
So what
shit.
happened is she filed a $30 million lawsuit saying Diddy raped her, held her in contempt, beat her, made her have sex with men in front of him. He recorded it, got work into it, and held her captive, took control of her whole life, her finances, her clothes, her apartments, everything. He was in control of her whole entire life. She say the nigga was hanging a nigga from the balcony at one point in time, who was like a talent agent that was getting next to her. Diddy got mad, hung nigga from the balcony. Kid Cudi situation, they was dating. Diddy got mad about that and threatened to blow up the car. And then the car ended up getting blown up in the driveway, like Rockstar said. So when her and Diddy split, it was after some time they got into it. He beat her up and he raped her. She claims he raped her. He raped her, and she said that's when she broke away from him. After she broke away from him, she got with the trainer. They got married within a
Somebody
year.
saying, I don't know who confirmed that, but saying that she got beat so bad that he had to send her on a 3-week vacation.
Yeah,
They were
Azalea
saying
Banks
things like
posted
that.
that.
Yeah, they said handlers was handling her for him and stuff. He had a staff and a team that would take care of her when things would go wrong or just keep her out the way.
He
And
sent her away for 3 weeks to Hawaii to recover from beating her ass, supposedly.
So, and what did the black Jeffrey Epstein? What's going on?
well, I don't know. She's saying that he would hire something. I think the word they
Jeffrey touch
used was freak
kids.
offs. I think they said it was called freak offs. And it's another word that he had for these little parties they would have, which
What
he
she say?
would
A
pay
freak
male
off?
prostitutes. Bro, a freak off. Like she's saying he would throw these parties and he would hire male prostitutes and she would sleep with them. He would make her sleep with the male prostitutes and he would just watch and record.
Man,
That's what she claimed. So the other thing is this is a civil suit. This is not a criminal suit. This is 100% a civil suit. So
So
that
why is it
means
not
that,
criminal?
but the
Because
rape part,
you want money. That's what I'm saying. If you want to make them claims and it's only civil, you want money.
yeah,
well, yeah, the suit is for 30 million.
yeah, but
So
the
Yeah,
rape
but
gonna make it not silver though, right?
my thing
nah,
is,
nah, it ain't. So
Well, it got to
the
be some
thing is
charges
this
pinned
right
up
here,
for that.
they'll try to jump in it. Of course, if they can find anything that leads to it. We've seen this with Bill Cosby. We've seen this
hold
with
on.
other.
Is she
Yeah.
mad about Young Miami? Is that what
Nah,
Hell
she
no,
happened?
married.
she
She
got out of
married
there
with
on
two
Diddy, bro.
kids. She married with two kids, so she on her own thing. She with the and her dude been kind of. I think he did kind of said some things online before too. You know what I'm saying? But she's married with two kids now. She got with that dude, and they was married within a year after she stopped fucking with Diddy.
Hey, what?
So I'll give y'all one more little piece of information that I'll say this. Uh, that the date for the expiration for the act that they filed the lawsuit on. It's an act that allows you to file a civil suit when the statute of limitation is up. So the statute of limitation for these crimes is pretty much up. But this other
But that shit
actor
ain't
name
never up.
in New York.
They came back for Bill Cosby.
Ain't
Boy,
no
they
statute
come
of
back.
limitation on rape, bro.
No, Bill Cosby had a
Nah.
recent case, just for the record.
So
Nah,
Pete,
nah. He went to jail for some shit that happened 20 years ago. Bill.
That is not what happened.
nah,
Let
it's
Ant
not what
finish
happened.
and then I'll explain it to you.
So the act allows you to file a civil suit after the statute of limitations, but that would have expired next week. So if she didn't file this lawsuit by next week, she wouldn't have been able to file it. So I just say, I don't know, bro. I wasn't there. I wasn't a part of this shit. It looked bad on Diddy because of his reputation or the rumors with him in the party and shit like that. But I don't
So
know, bro.
this is
That's
all
the main
civil.
issue.
None of this is criminal against him right now. This is just her
Yeah,
suing him
it's
directly.
exactly. That's exactly what
The
it is.
statute of limitations, what, like 10 years, huh?
7.
7?
Yeah, 7.
Only one that don't got statute of limitation is murder.
Oh, yeah,
And
I
rape.
know that. I
And
definitely
rape.
know that.
And rape, bro.
Rape doesn't have a
Yeah.
statute of limitations either.
But how do you prove it with no physical evidence?
Well,
No,
yeah, she can. That's an allegation at this point, and I don't think
yeah.
Right, because he hasn't
she
been
would
So that
have
charged,
anything to
right?
I
support
know
that
it's
But
no
legally.
so
unless you
question,
got a video.
do you know at what age or what year or what time this stuff supposedly happened?
Uh, she's been saying going through it since 2006 when she was 19. One of these incidents happened in 2009, and I think another one in 2012. So she just saying she was mentally, physically abused, and she even used the term human trafficked.
Man, Epstein
Well, because
Island.
she says some shit like he was hiring male prostitutes to fuck her and he could watch
Mm.
Exactly, and reported.
and
Hold on,
record
hold
it.
on,
Yeah.
hold on. What? He was hiring male prostitutes to fuck her, and he would
Yep.
Yeah,
watch.
so he could watch and record
She claims he sat there
on
and
some
watched
freak
and
freak shit.
got his issue off while she was with the other guys.
Oh my God! But all his dirt about to come out. Hey, you see 50 already threw shots. 50 said, "Brother love, brother love, brother love."
And then somebody was saying there was already an internal investigation with what the New York Police Department.
Yeah, they said that there's some other charges that's being looked into with Diddy right now. And then
Yeah, there
there's
was like
other
another
interviewers.
investigation.
One of them Asian chicks he was dealing with
Listen,
was talking about he did something to her, but
Oh
listen,
yeah, his
Her
ex-girlfriend.
manager or some too said some
listen.
shit. Yeah, true, right?
She
They are
did say
trying
that.
to. They are
An
trying to.
interview that she had
Listen.
done already.
They are trying to get rid of Diddy, bro.
of course
From
they are.
from every angle. Okay, the Keefy D shit, the Cassie shit, the Ciroc shit. I think he beefing with the Ciroc dudes too.
He
You know,
playing them higher
Well,
ups.
the Keefe D situation is dead wood. They have nothing there. There's nothing there that can really get them a real conviction on a nigga with money. If Diddy was a broke nigga, it'd be a different situation. They can't even convict him. You have to have a paper trail for murder. And
please don't
Keefe
bring
D
that
is the
nigga
most
up.
uncredible. Keefe D is the most uncredible nigga to believe in any situation. He's on camera lying multiple times. He's lied in his book. So it's like he's not credible at all. So it's nothing. Everybody else is dead. So it's my word versus the nigga that's a documented liar. I got lawyer money. That's dead. But this right here is just bad publicity. Supposedly, according to Cassie lawyer, I don't know. Diddy did offer her millions to settle without having this blow up, which is kind of however y'all want to look at it, whatever shoe you in. Because if she tell you she coming with the lawsuit, you like, man, I don't even want to have this blow up. I just paid a little money for her to shut up. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what this gonna bring. Or it's like, well, damn nigga, you trying to pay because you want to hide something. People gonna look at it from different ways. You know what I'm saying?
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
He tried to do like Deshaun Watson, going
Okay, so is she
bad.
trying
You
to
know what I mean?
say it was any drugs involved?
Oh
Yes, he
yeah,
put her
she
on
definitely said that.
ecstasy.
See.
She said she was on ecstasy. He was forcing her to take like ecstasy and shit like that.
Now, how did
She
I know
claimed
that's
that
where
he
they
even
was
had
gonna go?
control of her doctor records. He had control over her doctor records, and
Damn.
she said she used to lose her memory. And she did an MRI before, but Diddy had the results. That's what she claims.
Surviving P. Diddy.
Oh, now you finna hear about 100 girls coming out now, just like how they did
Yeah,
T.I.
the
and Tiny.
floodgates finna open.
Man.
Surviving
They
P.
finna have some
Diddy.
bitches
No,
who
I
never been in a
fucking
room.
knew it because I'm like, it ain't no way, like, at this point, if it was any years ago, for her to be able to say, like, she didn't consent to that. Like, okay, yeah, y'all had them parties, but what? We all had fun. So the only way she gonna probably be able to, try to make something stick is if he
A
provided
deposition.
the drug
I
or
say
some shit
this.
like that. You know what I'm saying?
I can understand her most definitely saying that she felt like I had to be here, and I felt like Diddy was in control of my life and he was running me and kind of peer pressuring her to do stuff and things of that nature. Got hold to her when she was 19. I can understand that, like if she come out and say that, but this other stuff. It's kind of like I don't know, bro. That's left field like a motherfucker. Like it's like
Now she
why the
can't
fuck you
tell
say it?
motherfuckers why. Because he was torturing her.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you
Torturing,
like
Yeah,
this,
but
I
torturing.
ain't
right?
peer
gonna
peer
lie,
He was
that's
pressure
hard.
peer
holding her
pressure is
against
not
her.
assault. Like that's not gonna hold shit. Like the drug thing, that might be a problem,
I just
but
want to
peer
know
pressure
who
ain't gonna
gets
hold up.
stumps in the face like Kirk Franklin and have to sit in the hospital. I mean, sit in the hotel to heal with no medical assistance.
Yeah, she said he kicked her. He kicked her. And this shit, he threw a base at her before and all this other
But
shit. Say
let but
nigga,
let but let random people say
Well, I
she
threw a lock
lying.
wire at a nigga. That's not assault. I didn't hit him. Did she get hit with the vase?
Wait. How long?
well,
How
no,
how
she said
long
he
this
kicked
shit
her. She
happen?
said he kicked her in the face when she did something in
He
the
said
back
he
seat of the car.
stomped her.
Who?
Did he? She said he
Cassie.
Yeah,
beat
Beat
her
her
ass
ass multiple
supposedly he
times.
stomped her out in the stomach
Stomped
too.
her in the
Ooh.
face and everything, and then put her in a hotel for a week.
And Diddy got
When
Ooh,
some
And
shit.
she
when
didn't
did
call
story,
no
man.
hospital or
I don't
nothing.
got the
She just
shit to
healed
be true.
when did this
I
beautifully.
just seen
situation take
something when he
place?
made her shave her head off for them. Earlier?
Yeah, that's what
That's
Jock.
where this
That's
is
what
going?
Jock said in the interview,
Right, that's
and,
where it's going.
and that's why I say where like I can most definitely see Diddy being like a controlling type nigga. Like, hey, I want you to wear your hairstyle like that and things of that nature. I can see that going on with him.
I can
But
see
to say
Carisha
that
getting her
nigga,
ass whooped right now.
I don't
what?
think
But to
she
say that,
going like that though. I
I'm
don't think he
fucking
control her.
dead.
Come
but to
on,
On
say
my
man.
that,
soul. She
but
be
to
like,
say a nigga,
okay. She didn't know what she was getting herself into.
cause if that
Now
nigga
she's stuck.
did all the shit that she's saying he did, you got to get that nigga off the streets. You know
That
what I'm
nigga,
saying?
that
Like,
nigga supposed to been and killed this first wife too, huh?
Yeah.
fuck nah, that's a rumor.
There's
That's that
something about that because she
Illuminati
was writing a book
YouTube
about
black
him.
hole.
And that nigga
That's
could.
I mean, all this
It's
shit rumors at this
subjective,
point.
but
What
Mm-mm.
you
you know,
saying,
it's
Elaine?
Man,
I
subjective.
told him that earlier, bro.
they
I
say,
told him that earlier. He
look,
broke her nose and sent her overseas, and then got a plastic surgery
God damn.
when she
But
went.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying though,
look out,
how can a black woman sit on stage and go with this narrative, bro, with no actual evidence, bro?
Who's
facts.
How
going
can a
I'm
with it?
not
black
I
Black
mad
ain't
women
woman?
sit
going
on the
with it.
stage,
I'm
nigga.
Well,
still
free.
How
keep.
can a black
Understand that. Hold
man?
on,
What are you
free.
talking about?
I'm
Oh
Understand
sure
that
my
we
she's
having
got
a
a
God,
What
free.
certain
does
What the
racial
amount.
fuck
race
is
have
you
to do
on
with it?
star?
We talking
we're
about
having a
Cassie, a bitch that ain't
conversation,
even
and it's
fucking
called
black
giving
for one.
perspective.
So
We're
what the
thinking
fuck are you talking
people.
about?
Okay,
I
nothing is
that's what we do.
confirmed.
I ain't gonna lie,
Thank you.
ain't hard to believe because she ain't no clout chasing.
Exactly.
She
What are you
married
talking
to
about?
him. So she ain't like no thirsty type. I don't know, boy.
Did $30 million lawsuit without going to the police to file a criminal report. Just comes off away.
That's
Just
Yeah,
is
crazy.
what
Yeah,
it
I don't
sound
want to
like
be
that
some R.
does
But
clear.
have to
Kelly
hey
win.
shit.
I
though,
want
have
to
she
be
been
clear.
known to be like a clout chaser though? Or
It don't matter what she known to
I
be. The play
mean,
is
bro, she
in.
don't.
The play is
I
in
believe
next week.
Cassie.
If she was
Hey,
all about money and
Facts.
shit like
I'm
that
not
though,
saying
ain't
I
she
don't
wouldn't be
believe her at
fucked up.
all.
And look, they said that
But you
boy.
do
This is the
gotta look
thing.
They
into
To
it
said his
if
me,
she
you
wife.
do,
got to
man.
think about it like this. Like,
They said his first wife was gone. She
What
was
do you
about to
think that
expose
this
that boy.
situation has gotten to for her to have to go to that extent? So clearly, if all of that stuff is what she's saying happened, and now I think got to a point where she didn't came out of nowhere and just put it out there.
Did he know?
Something
Did
must
he
be
know she was
happening
on
that's
his
even
ass?
wait, something must be happening that's even more severe. He
Mm.
didn't threaten her
Yeah,
fucking
that
family
pressure.
life,
There
something
go right there, Lane.
something didn't fucking happen to where she didn't say fuck this shit. I must say something. She got kids. She with a whole nother nigga right now. Clearly, someone is still being controlling or something, and she can't get out of it.
Somebody said he said something about her
That's what I was
recently in
about
an
to say
interview.
though to you, ain't shit. That boy got paper. He probably putting all type of press down.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
going
then
If
on.
she
you got to
can
think about the
prove
feel.
that he offered her money to settle without any court shit, that's gonna be damning.
That's
That's yeah,
damaging
that's
right there.
damning. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
she was
Like
supposed to be
seriously.
writing a book, and then I guess she
Yeah, she
stopped
was
writing
writing a
the
book.
book.
Don't this
It was
There,
bitch
something
see what
about a
happened to the
book.
there it
last bitch
is.
that
Yeah,
was
from the
writing a
book.
book?
There it
It
Get
was
your
is.
something
dumb
That's
about
ass
a
the
up,
book.
free.
baby mama.
There go the motive right
Bitch is
there.
dumb. They need to pay attention, nigga. So if one,
But
what
I'm a
happened to the
She
nigga,
last?
bro.
wrote the
It,
book, bro. She
So
wrote the
they need
book.
to ask these bitches what happened to the last security guard. It seems like they ain't paying no goddamn attention. Don't write a book about this nigga. He gonna get you.
That part.
well, I'm gonna tell you like this right here, man. For women out here, if you getting beaten, abused, you need to leave because this has been coming up too much lately.
If you
So
get beaten,
if
abused,
you
you need to
stand
leave.
around and all that,
That's easier said than done. That's the
Jenny,
whole
Jenny
point.
like getting
hold on,
beat.
hold on. This the
Doesn't
thing.
matter.
Hold on, this the thing though,
And
Elena.
them some shoes you
What?
can't
Hold on.
feel
Listen,
though,
listen,
bro.
listen to
What?
what I'm
Make it
saying.
kind of
Listen to
hard
what I'm
for the
saying.
Hold
Hold
on, I
feel.
on.
can't hear Ant.
Listen,
What?
listen to what I'm saying. You
Mhm.
could have an opinion about that comment, but
Mhm.
if you don't want us to get to this point, you're gonna
Mhm.
have to do that. Whether you want to be
I hear
easier
what you're
said than done.
saying, but
Jenny,
So
Jenny like
that's
as
act.
not for me
someone
to
that
be.
has been
Jenny
in
like
a
That's
act like
not.
getting
That's
situation
beat
like
on.
that,
I'm
that's
just
why
giving you
I'm gonna make the
reality.
statement
That's
that
why
says
feds don't act cause we
it's
ain't.
easier
no. It
said
ain't
than
no
done.
fault.
Free,
Listen,
I
listen.
had a
No,
nigga
no.
You
beat my
ain't
Hold on.
ass before.
listen.
That
Let
shit
me
ain't
give me
cool,
direct this
nigga.
the right way.
Domestic violence is not
Listen,
cool,
if you
nigga.
ain't never been a woman
No.
in
Shut
domestic
up, nigga.
violence,
Yeah,
then
that's
you
what I
can't tell me
say.
how to
And
direct the
we
Hey,
got
statement
to
on what to feel
hold
we
on.
about
got to
it.
First of
sit
all,
them
Then
don't
you
down.
you?
can't.
Hold
And
on.
don't
You
No,
just
ain't
we
a
gon' we
woman
gonna
who
cut
ain't
this
never
shit
been in
out.
domestic
Hold on.
violence.
Let me address her. Hold on.
Yes,
I'm not
please.
no look. Hold on. Let me talk to that girl who told me to shut up, nigga.
Oh, I didn't tell you to shut
I
up.
was
No, I'm
talking to
talking to
She was
her.
Free,
talking
and
to
I was
free.
talking to
She was
Free.
talking to
Oh,
free, and
I was talking
okay,
to
okay,
Free
ooh, that boy ready to
okay.
catch
because
a
he
Nah,
steady
fade.
talking
She
she
shit.
ready to
mad.
fire
She
off.
mad because I told her
Stall
she
him
like
out, big.
acting like to get beat on.
No, what's happening
No,
is she
I
probably
don't like to
mad that you
get
need
beat
to
on.
shut
Niggas
the
like
hell
to put
up
their
so that
hands
people
on
can
me. I've
fucking
been a
hear
part
who
of
the
that
fuck
shit.
is
That shit
really
ain't
talking
cool.
about something valuable.
And I
Well,
honestly think Diddy was doing shit to Cassie. And she tried to keep
and
her
I'm
peace with
not.
the shit. And
All I
now the
want
nigga been terrorizing her, talking shit. So she finna put the business out.
and see
That
the
relationship
comment.
was
Hey,
weird as
but
hell. I watched them. I watched. That was one of the relationships I watched growing up. Cassie was only fucking with Diddy, bro. She was not fucking with no
I
other
don't.
Yeah,
niggas.
I love Cassie.
Well, she did get with Kid Cudi.
Well, here's
And
the
Diddy
We
reality
hated.
don't.
And
why
But
Diddy
again,
why
hated on
that's
her.
subjective. We don't
one
know
thing
unless
that
she said
that
she fucked that nigga. How do we know
No, they
what
one
said they
happened?
thing
were dating, and he could. That's part of the lawsuit.
well one
They
thing
Diddy
were
that
was
people
dating.
mad
have
at
to
her.
remember, right,
You're
Boy,
right.
is
You
that
said he
blowing
blew up
shit
his
up.
car. You said he
one
blew
thing
up
that
his
people
car.
have to remember is that rape victims, you know, bitches that been through trauma, like you can't determine when they're gonna get the balls to say something. If we're talking about a 19, 20-year-old motherfucker fucking with a 30 something year old, because I'm just guessing
He
because
was
you
No,
said
probably
no, no,
fully
no.
about
He
40
the
was
at the
right
difference. So
time.
on.
8 years ago,
You
so
on?
8 years
And she
ago,
was
8 years
19.
ago, I'm
Uh-huh.
guessing. Oh yeah, 8 years ago, I'm guessing Puffy was 40-ish, right?
Right.
40
Exactly.
some.
You got a 19, 20-year-old aspiring artist, right?
Thank you.
Dealing with a controlling ass multimillionaire. And I'm
Correct.
not trying to say that Diddy is guilty because I don't fucking know anything about this situation.
But we all watched the
But
video,
we
man.
cannot, we have one thing we have to stop doing is saying, oh, she waited 5 years to say something or whatever. Like, no, you don't, it's not up to anybody else to determine when somebody can get the balls to speak up about their trauma. So
Well,
just for
let's.
the record,
I just
that
want
has
to before we
nothing to
I
do
before
agree
with
we
with
move
that
on.
anything.
100%.
You
Before we move on.
unless you are a victim, you can't speak on that. That's
No,
just
no,
Yeah,
no.
that's a
Hold
trauma.
on, hold
That's
on.
a
Yeah,
This is
free.
what
trauma.
Why
I.
you
Like,
This is
out
what I.
here beating bitches bitches, they gonna get your
You
ass
can't
locked
tell
up.
This is
someone
what
when they can
y'all are
tell the
not.
truth about a
Let
trauma.
me clear that up
Uh huh.
because
What?
this is what I meant by that. I don't want nobody to think that I'm telling women to not go through their trauma, their pain. None of us can control that. But
Right,
I
Right.
want
right,
y'all
right,
to know, any woman out here, if you don't build the courage, and I'm not saying you should be able to, I'm telling you in real life how reality works.
This
You
that
now
I
have the benefit. No, no, listen. You now have the
agree.
benefit of the doubt if
Uh,
you wait. That's all I'm saying.
I
We
I totally hear what you're
that's
saying, and I'm
Well,
not
that's
saying
that's
what
only
you're
a,
that's
saying.
only to
Listen,
the
I'm not
public.
saying what you're saying is
That's
please
only to
wrong
the
listen
in
to
my
general
man
opinion.
shit
public
then one
because
night,
One
bro.
person at a
Please,
time.
bro.
I
that
totally am not saying that what you're saying
I
is
see where
wrong.
them gonna go.
It is just that it doesn't take to leave one of them type of situations. It takes more than the strength inside of you,
yeah, that's
which
a
is my
mental
point.
situation
So
on
it's
top of
easy to
that.
say, you know, get about it. Yes, yes, you definitely want to get out of a situation like that if you are being in a situation like that. Absolutely. But that's just not the answer. But yes, work your way out of there somehow. But it's way easier said
yeah,
than
Yeah, you
done,
gotta
because
work
especially
your
when
when
you're
way
you
out,
got
then
talking
you gotta
about
somebody,
because here's
recover.
the
especially
I
when you
problem,
don't.
and
got
this is what
somebody
the
with that
courts.
amount of
I'm
money.
not
Hey,
saying
look,
it's
Trudeau,
easy.
and
I'm just
That's a
saying.
different fix.
But
and
but
he
it's a
got a
reason
different.
why it's a reason why the courts recognize certain shit. It's a reason why they label
It's the reason
Centoya
why she
Brown
got that
a
case.
fucking sex trafficking victim instead of a fucking cold-blooded murderer. The
Hmm.
courts recognize that you have a young person, right, that's being manipulated and controlled by a nigga with power,
Hmm.
right? So you can't say it's easy as a person who's not been through that trauma or has not been raped or anything like that to say like, oh, she should have said something or just whatever. Like you don't know what kind of power that person had over her. You don't know what he told her. You don't know if he
That's
said,
where it
I'm gonna
gets
come.
tricky.
You don't know. You're talking about a multi-millionaire and an aspiring artist, right? So you don't know if this motherfucker said, I will fucking come and shoot your family up.
You don't know if
This is
she's
a
seen
person of
him do
power.
crazy
I don't
shit
get what I
Now
before
I'm not
or
saying
anything.
again, not saying again that
Nigga better
Diddy is
be
guilty because
bananas.
it's a little, it's a little suspect. This whole shit is a little suspect, but we can't speak on
It's
that. And that's
probably
just
just
what
a
I want to
lifestyle. She probably
flag
want to
down.
lose
Like
that
the
lifestyle shit.
timing has no bearing
He
uh,
on
probably
whether or
what?
not she was
she didn't
assaulted.
even care about the lifestyle, bro.
What you
You
gotta
heard?
New to that
understand is, first
shit.
of all, wait.
19, 20 years
Please
old.
do
What you
your
mean,
research
20?
on people and make sure
She
that
ain't
you're
want.
aware what type of lifestyle she had before even came in. She already had a privileged lifestyle. This is not something that she wasn't
Right.
accustomed
Not,
to
I'm
before
saying, but it
he
wasn't
came. She
like
was
P. Diddy
already a
If she
style
ain't want to
model
leave the lifestyle,
doing
bro,
big
why she
things.
leave
Before
then,
he
bro?
came in, she was a model,
over
already
time.
traveling. She had already modeled in Milan. She had already did several different things. So this is not something that was so new to her that she had never had before.
Right. Facts.
Man, listen. If you over there fucking a nigga that's twice your age, you most definitely staying there for to get something
Again,
out of
you're
him.
taught okay, but
That's
look,
not
let's put it
true.
in
Yeah.
the
Some
context
if
though,
you're
and
I
that
mean,
young,
again,
you're in love.
if we're
You
talking
believe in the
about
bullshit.
again, if we're talking about a 19, 20-year old, take yourself back to how
that's
dumb you was
16, bro.
when you was 19,
Gee,
right?
hello.
Versus a 40-year-old multimillionaire. Like
Oh,
you
she can fuck
cannot
me
for
every
one
which
hold
way.
on, you cannot for 1 second
Tell
tell
me that
me
she's
that
smarter
there
than
would be
you.
there would not be a whole shitload of fear about saying
He gonna
something
have
if
full
Hello.
it
mind
is a
control, and
problem,
It's
right?
only
Listen,
one Diddy in the world. Like, come on
Like
now.
he
I mean,
basically
This is some
raised and
out of the
shaped him.
world shit right now. Like,
listen.
He
Let
now
me
grown
right
tell
her,
y'all the
today
bro.
real, right?
it's a different story,
So
but at that
let's
time,
have this real.
no.
And I don't know if her parents are still living,
they
so I don't
are.
want to be I don't
Oh,
want to be
and I got a
disrespectful here.
question for you when you finish, eh?
I don't want to be disrespectful, but see, this is where we have to speak the reality of this thing. They knew somebody at some point in time knew what was going on here, but she felt and they felt, hey, we'll play this game to a man who's in relationships with multiple women in the public, being out with multiple women, dating multiple women, because he got the keys to the car and the keys to success. So, if you are a parent and you're allowing your child to go do that at that age, then some of that blame has to fall on you.
If they
That's
I
knew,
just
mean,
if
technically,
they
If
she
knew,
what?
Hey,
grown
look,
though,
can't,
and but
Bro,
she
but
what
look
the
out,
but
eh?
fuck
can't
are
do
you
the
It's
talking
not a
victimizing,
about?
Look
blame
can't
out,
do the
eh?
she
Let
a
me ask you
victimizing.
this,
nigga though,
eh?
and but she
Eh,
exactly
still a
what I
eh,
just
teenager
eh,
said.
though.
eh. Look,
that
look
is
out,
Anybody
big, look
don't
young.
out,
like
big, eh?
it, I
Look out,
don't
big,
give
eh?
a fuck.
Shit, ain't
Big,
your
eh? Let me
people
ask
could
you this.
That's
control you
young.
at
Can we
19,
Look,
blame
women?
y'all
And she
parents
a
look,
for
eh?
teenager, but
something?
she was grown, but she still a
Hey man,
teenager though.
And,
Let me
and
let me
could
ask you a
your
question
people
right quick.
control you at 18?
you
Could
goddamn
your
right.
people? Oh, all right. That what kind of
Say,
your people. You
He
wasn't no
right.
just
man then. You wasn't
answered.
no
Say,
man,
but look,
homie.
man,
Nigga, I was
You
a
started
baby
you don't
late. You
got
a
then. I'm
late
nobody,
a
bloomer.
man now,
you
nigga.
ain't
Let's
got no,
be. Hold
listen,
on,
you
hold on,
ain't
hold
got
on, hold
no
on, hold on,
females
my
in your
nigga.
family.
Hold on, my nigga. If I'm a father and I got a motherfucking daughter getting fucked by a nigga that's my age and I see he got open relationships with other females, nah, come over here. We finna talk about this, man. You ain't finna go down this road
Talking
that you
about it
going
not
down.
gonna
How
stop
do
her
they
from
That
see
don't
fucking
mean
that?
she
him.
gonna
She
stop
did it. That's
going
How
what
do
over
they
She
there,
a
bro.
know?
grown
Wait,
woman
wait,
at
wait, wait, wait,
18, my
wait.
nigga.
How do
Hey,
they know? How do you know that
So
they
look,
saw
man.
that he was in
my
open
nigga, you can get
relationships
on the
with multiple
website and
women?
see he got open relationships with
This
other
you
women.
talking about old Venezuelan ass looking ass motherfucking parents? Who the fuck is gonna be googling this nigga as a fucking
Hey
80-year
old
old
man, these
motherfucking
parents
Mexican
be
parents?
pimping
Or why the
they
fuck these
these
motherfuckers
parents be
is?
pimping and selling their
They not
kids
paying.
off.
Look, I hear what you're
And then
saying.
nigga,
That
when they
hits on
get
some things, but
real,
that's
now
not hitting on
everybody
this
want to
situation because
do.
for one,
Hey,
she's
So
that
look, hey, let
18.
me ask you
She's
this. You
over
different
ain't got
though,
no
18.
and she
sisters?
So
grown, bro.
Hold
again,
on.
as an
And
adult,
you
you
ain't got no
cannot come
sisters
back
or
and
no
try to
cousins that been in
micromanage a
no shit,
person's
been
life.
through no shit
You
like
grown.
that,
Hey,
where
if
they was
I got
fucking
a
with a
nigga,
nigga that
if
didn't
I got
leave.
an older, if it's an older nigga that come over here, I don't give a fuck what type of money he
Do
got.
you have an
If
18-year
I
old
got a little
daughter?
sister in high school, hold on. I got a little sister in high school right now. Let a grown nigga pull
No,
up.
that's
That'll be
not
the
the
last
same.
thing he do.
But
Okay,
I
but
hear
we're
what you're
but
talking,
saying.
we're
I
talking
hear
alright,
what
about
you're saying,
Cassius
Big
you
game. It's
gonna
very,
make
Filipino.
them
very
rebel
powerful. I'm
then,
telling
Okay,
you.
bro.
hold on.
But
Cassius
I
listen,
wouldn't give
Filipino.
a fuck.
Man, and
you
ain't gonna
I'm
do
just
nothing
being
but
Ant,
make a
clear. You
nigga
have
knock
to
his
see it as
fucking
a
ass
Ant,
down. That's
you are
all this nigga
coming
gonna
from
do.
a street
You say,
smart.
hold on, what you say,
yeah.
nigga?
You
Wait a
ain't
minute.
gonna do nothing but make a nigga knock you down, bro.
Hey,
You can't
Oh
choose no
my
woman for
goodness.
your
We
sister,
don't
listen,
bro.
even
listen here,
have to
bro.
go
Hold on,
there because in
hold
all
We
on.
just talking about
actuality,
natural shit. He talking about he gonna do a nigga something for fucking his sister.
If you a
You think a nigga
47
gonna
year
take
old,
that?
bro, hold on. If you a 47
Man,
year old
look,
nigga,
if your sister won't
hey, my nigga,
listen,
I'm speaking for
it
me,
don't
nigga.
matter.
I don't
I'm
give a
speaking
fuck
for
about
me,
how you
nigga.
feel, bro.
I'm
I
speaking for
don't.
me. I'm
Hey,
speaking
well,
for me
speak.
too.
Well, hey, well,
What the
speak for
fuck?
you, nigga. Speak for you.
I am, nigga.
Ain't
What
nobody
the
knocking
fuck?
big and down, though,
but
nigga.
Come
both
on,
of you
man. When
guys
you
are
saying what you
Ain't
saying,
nobody. Hey,
both
hold
of
hold
you
on,
guys
hold
are
on,
on,
hold on.
coming
You
from
check
a
jump
this
to
out,
sound
street
Ant.
like a nigga
smart.
gonna
Check
knock me
this out,
down like
Ant.
I'm in
Can
the
I
wrong.
speak,
Man,
If
please?
you
listen to this, bro.
Or
47
y'all
year
want to
old nigga,
argue?
Listen to this,
okay.
homie. Listen to
Hey, man,
this.
I'm done. I'm
No
quiet. I'm quiet. Y'all
civilian
talking
I
shit.
gonna tell
Let me
me
talk.
nothing. I'm a street nigga. I'll blow your ass up, bro.
Okay, but can
And
I
you
Bro,
ain't
speak?
gonna
you
do
not
that.
gonna do
Ain't
shit to
no
me, bro.
civilian,
Oh
Okay,
my
hold
nigga.
on.
I will
God.
fuck your sister and knock you down, nigga. If you
Where
come
that come
playing with me
from?
about
You
that.
know what
What
you
do you
You
holler?
mean?
guys, this is
My
I'm
sister a
telling you,
unnecessary.
teenager,
nigga.
my nigga. I ain't
No,
said nothing to you
we
today.
talking
Unnecessary.
about a grown woman. You said
Hey, hold on.
20. You
Hey, my
said
nigga.
20 years
You
old.
guys,
Listen,
this is
bro.
unnecessary
I said
because you
my
guys are
sister was
All
a.
right,
talking.
Aunt Brooke. All right,
Okay, but
Aunt
Hey, I'm
Brooke.
done
listen, we're
talking to
My
you.
talking.
Then
bad.
no, you ain't got
Listen
nothing
to
to say to
listen to
me,
this.
bro.
Check this out.
You
All
done.
right,
Oh,
I
You
don't
done.
got
I'm
nothing to
done.
say to
God.
We
you,
done.
nigga.
Uh,
We
Fuck
done,
you.
my nigga.
Are y'all
We're
serious?
talking. Okay, so look, let's just be clear before I get into some like weird personal shit. We're talking about Cassie
It's
and we're talking
already
about
there, but
Diddy.
we good.
So at the end of the day, hold on, Aunt. You're coming from a point of view of a person with street smarts, right? You're thinking how you think. But we're talking about a 19, 20-year-old Filipino woman who has an
whatever.
inspiring career. You know what I'm saying? So you can't use your mindset,
Impressionable little
right?
girl.
And the
You ain't
reason
never
why
been
a
with
lot of
him.
these fucking pimps go down with the fucking human trafficking and shit because the court recognizes that,
My
and I'm
goodness
talking about people that are
gracious.
underage, right? But the court recognizes that young women are easily manipulated by men that they think are of power. And we're talking about motherfucking Diddy back when he was Super Diddy, not today. We got to
Hello?
rewind the tape and go back there, right?
Super Diddy. Look
So
at that.
it is not, how can I say,
Well, let me speak.
it's not an unreasonable thought, right? That this
Well, hold
young
on.
woman could have been manipulated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Into
I
doing
didn't,
things that she feels guilty about.
I
Now,
and
whether
listen.
or not that is punishable, right, is the question. Because if she consented to doing things because she was young and dumb, if she felt peer pressured, none of that shit is punishable. But if the nigga fucking gave her drugs and did some other shit or made her feel threatened or whatever, that's
Yeah.
a fucking
Pimped
problem.
her out. Beat her
Well,
But we
up.
can't sit up here here and pretend
let's.
like just because a woman is 19, right? We
Well, we
can't
don't even know
pretend.
what age all of this was going on
Yes,
at.
we
Man, she
well, we
Bro,
kind
why
of
are
do
you
because
trying
she's
to
fucking
not that
argue
old.
against the shit? Like it's fucked
fucking with him
up.
when
What
she was
age?
19.
No, hold on,
Does
because
the
listen,
age
no,
Doesn't
listen,
matter?
listen,
matter.
Like
listen,
what do you
listen,
not
listen, listen, listen.
understand?
If
God.
she took the, if you a girl that's taking the drugs and fucking with the nigga, and then you grown, You did that by consent.
Okay, well, let me
He
tell
was
you
still
something, and let me tell you
abusive,
something I
so it
learned.
doesn't matter, my nigga.
Wait,
At
let
the
me
end of
tell
the
you something
day,
I
that
learned from
nigga
Now
Ti
you
and
just
Tanya,
heard what you
right?
said. She did it by
Hold on,
consent. If she
hold on.
19, bro,
And they was
hold on.
together for
If
like
she
10.
19,
They was
her
together
I'm
for
parents
not
10
cannot
talking to you,
years.
bro.
control her, bro.
Hold on one
No, I
10
second.
don't want to hear
years.
nothing you got to say,
Let me
bro.
Man,
tell you
you
Keep
can't
something.
stop me from talking though, nigga. I'ma talk. You
keep
ain't gotta
talking.
hear it.
Keep
You ain't
talking.
gotta
I'm not
hear it, nigga.
listening.
Fuck.
I'm not
You
listening.
ain't gotta listen, nigga. You ain't gonna stop me from talking though. The fuck, nigga? I don't give a
You
come
letting
fuck.
me
on,
on the
man.
If
app,
I'm
Come
my
saying
nigga. How
something,
I'm
on.
I'm
gonna stop you
saying
from
something, nigga.
talking?
Nigga,
We
I'm
on the
telling
app.
you, nigga. If a motherfucker 19, nigga, no fucking parent ain't got no control over that. She can fuck who she want. It don't matter how old she is. You
I
can't
didn't
control
say,
who you
but
fall in love with, nigga. The fuck?
what you
That's a
not
Man,
fact.
listening
I
to?
ain't under. Yeah, you right. Hold on.
Okay,
You ain't talking to me. I
You
ain't
not
talking to you.
listening.
Man, I don't want to listen. Like you just
you
told me.
guys, why
Don't
y'all
You
talk
sit
to
not
up here
me.
listening. My
arguing,
point
That's
bro?
was
a
this,
wrap,
bro.
dog.
We
The
talking
where
about a
I'm
trending
at
topic.
today,
Like, what is
where
y'all
Ant
doing?
is at today, we've seen this storyline a million times. If I had a
Can't care you was looking
19-year-old
for. You
sister,
about to get it,
and you're
brother.
not even listening, you're yelling and hollering, bro. Calm down. It ain't that deep, my nigga. You don't even know me, and I don't know you. Just calm down.
I'm calm,
All I'm
homie.
saying is where I'm at today.
I told you mental health,
Okay.
homie.
Oh, wait, no, I
Okay,
want
then
to hear
get you
this
some
because I
help,
want to
bro.
say
It's
something.
okay.
I am.
Listen,
I'm gonna get some help.
listen, listen.
I got it.
There you
I don't.
go.
I would listen. This what niggas have to
I'm
understand.
listening, bro.
Ant is speaking for reality today.
Mm-hmm.
The man that I am. If I
Mm-hmm.
have
All
a
right.
19-year-old sister and I see a nigga who's in the industry that's twice her age coming around, picking her up, we're gonna have the conversation. We're gonna talk. You don't have a choice because that's my right. Somebody that's pumping the same bloodline as me.
Nah,
I'm going
bro.
to do
Okay.
That's not
everything
Okay,
in
that.
my
but
And
power.
now hold on,
No,
hold
no,
on,
no.
y'all.
Hold
Let
on,
me
hold on.
respond. Hold
That,
on. Let me
that's not
listen to
your
Ant.
right.
let me wait,
Let me
wait,
listen
wait.
to
I want to
Ant
get
and
in
let me
that.
respond, please.
Wait,
If
and
y'all
let me
let me
ask a
do that,
quick
let me listen
question
to
real
Okay,
Ant.
no,
fast. Can
hold
other
on.
people
No,
Before
listen,
y'all
talk?
get
listen,
Like,
listen.
what are y'all
combative, we
doing?
got a room in here.
Yes,
Hey,
Big
I'm
Mike.
done.
Yeah,
I'm done.
that's
I'm
the
Let
way
ready
me
to
to
ask
shut
go.
it
you a
Now,
down,
question
man.
real
I'm
fast,
not
and
Let's
changing
share
my
the
mind.
stage, guys. Let's
I
share
don't
the
care what
stage.
nobody else think. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to
I
protect
know, I know, I
mine
know.
from some
But
sick
listen,
nigga. Hold on, listen. This is all I want to get out, and I'm done talking.
Come on.
Y'all
I don't
move how
think you're
y'all move.
done.
I won't be the nigga that did not give his all to keep his young sister who don't know the game away from a manipulator. She can
I
still go
understand.
out there. Hold on.
I
She can still go out there and do what she choose to do. That is correct. I can't force her to do nothing, but I'm gonna have a talk with that nigga, and then I'm gonna have a talk with her. And then if I see the nigga cross the line,
Uh huh.
oh, you out here fucking with multiple women and da da
Uh
da,
huh.
having my sister around like a play dog, because these families be knowing. Nigga, I'm getting on that nigga ass. Like, bro, you got my sister
hold
on
on,
drugs,
Ant.
nigga.
Can I? Okay,
This and
wait,
that.
wait,
So
Look,
wait,
look,
Ant,
wait,
I'm done
wait.
Ant, let me
talking. I'm
ask you
done
something,
talking. I'm
Ant.
done
No,
talking.
wait,
You
no,
ain't
wait,
Okay.
never
wait, wait,
fucked a
wait.
nigga sister, Ant. You ain't
Wait,
never
Duh.
fucked a nigga
no.
Okay,
sister.
can we let
Remember, he
Elena
was with
go?
Kim
We want
Porter.
to have a real
I
conversation.
want to
Like, can we
ask
Hey,
let
a
Elena
Ant.
simple
go, please?
question. I want to ask a simple question because it's not
Got
even a
it.
simple question. But if in today's society, like you said, this is what you would do today. So in today's society, this would be equivalent to your 19-year-old sister being courted or dating Drake, right? So if Drake or someone of that stature somehow came across your sister whom you do not live with, how would you be able to seem accessible to that person
Thank you, Elena.
without that person? You know, without, like, would you stalk? Like, how would you would literally have to be around your sister 100% of the time to be able to
I
get
clearly
to that
said I'm
nigga and
gonna
talk
have
to
the
that nigga
conversation with
like you
her.
said. I know. How
I
would
said,
you? No, not. I know you said you're gonna talk to the sister, but you said if you see this nigga out there dating multiple people, so that means we will be hearing Drake on TV because you ain't gonna see Drake technically dating multiple women, but you're gonna hear about it, right? So then you're gonna have a talk with this nigga. How do we make the appointment to have the talk with this nigga?
You gonna ask
bro.
the nigga, could he get an interview with him? That's the
Like,
first
I
thing.
don't.
Ain't
That's
gonna
what
ask a
I
And
nigga,
mean.
you
see,
I
don't
and
wanna
want.
see,
fight
that's
no
that.
nigga.
That's
Nigga
Okay,
that
gonna
let's
kick
slick
no
let's
shit
nigga.
right
allow
there.
Ant to respond.
Hold
What I'm
on, bro.
saying.
Listen here, listen here, listen
It
here,
makes a
bro.
lot
Listen
of
here.
sense.
Hold on, my nigga. Everybody need to know because niggas be taking shots at what a nigga do with little fly ass jokes. That shit is weak, bro. I'm not fucked up by doing interviews or media, niggas cracking
Son,
jokes
if you
because I
take
do this
something as a
internet shit.
fly joke,
No,
bro,
that
I
was
don't
don't
know
take
you.
that
Okay,
personal.
can
I
we
know
You
I
allow
take
the
it as
said
a
sister
No,
to
fly
nobody
joke,
got
nigga,
bro.
that's
mad
the
but
part.
the
Nigga,
You
listen to
admin.
this,
came up
though.
because you said I'm gonna
Listen,
ask a
Oh
I'm
nigga for
telling.
an
God,
interview.
Listen to
bro,
this,
this
though. I'm
why I
about
don't
to
be
tell
on
you.
here.
Listen,
No,
Okay,
nigga.
if
Nay,
What the
Drake,
fuck?
we
listen,
about to
hold
get
on.
bobbing out of
I
here.
would
All the
listen to
hairs
this
on
though.
top of the
Check it
sunroof.
out. If I had a little sister and she was of that age and she met Drake, I'd be happy she got right there, my nigga. Whatever they do in their relationship, she got to deal with that. I'm not fucking him, so she got to become a woman on her own, my nigga. I can't jump in front of no dick, bro. That's your sister, but at the same time, she got to become a woman on her own. You keep getting into shit with niggas, niggas ain't gonna take that, tolerate that shit, bro. They got niggas that'll get down on you. They could be in love with your sister, and the nigga
Hold
don't
on.
give a
And
fuck
you
about you.
not giving
I'm
me no
keeping it
Yeah,
props,
real
my
with you,
nigga.
bro.
I'm a grown
that's
I'm
man
true.
who's
telling you
been
what's
through it
real,
all,
son.
my nigga. Listen.
You
Y'all
right,
are not
bro.
understanding. I said if I know a nigga having my sister running wild, going crazy on drugs, we got to talk. We got to holler. Hey, bro, listen here, my nigga. You do what you do. But keep my motherfucking family up out that drug shit, your lifestyle shit, and that is
Okay,
now
Aunt.
he
Well,
can
listen to
do.
this
I
though.
can't
This is
stop
what
a
I
Hey,
nigga
want to
from
ask you.
doing
easier
nothing.
said than
What's
done,
gonna
right?
happen
That's
Easier
after the
said than
hold
done
on, Aunt?
again, right?
that's
You,
Yaya?
I
easier
heard that
said
part,
than
Aunt.
done.
Bro,
Easier said than
everything is
done.
easier
Hold
said
on.
than done in life.
What's
What are
gonna
y'all
happen
talking
after a
about?
nigga don't stop? What's gonna happen after a nigga don't stop? That we gonna get to the point.
Hey,
We ain't
we'll
gonna get
go,
to all
we'll
them
cross,
gymnastics.
we'll deal with that when it's time to cross it. Look here,
No,
Endo.
we gotta know what's gonna
All
It's
that
happen.
time
tough
to
guy
cross
shit,
it.
bro, that's what you live by. Ant play chess. I don't give a
Come
fuck
on,
about
man.
none of that gangster shit. I'm
Since
a man when it's time to
the
be a
gangster
man.
shit, listen
Stood
to
up.
this though.
Hey, nigga, stood up. Hold on,
Chess,
listen here. Fuck a
chess,
gangster.
listen to this though.
Fuck a gangster. Fuck
Ain't
a
got nothing to
gangster,
do with
nigga.
no gangster,
I'm a
son.
motherfucking
When it
grown
comes
man
down to
that
a
stand
woman,
up
bro,
every time.
a
Let
nigga
me
don't
ask
gotta
this
be no
other
gangster when it
question.
come down to a woman, bro.
Hey,
They
Let
don't
me
when
got
ask
it's
this
nothing to
spot,
do
other
with no
listen,
question.
gangster,
So,
bro.
listen.
if this was
I
your
You
gave
right,
you
sister,
the
bro.
wait, if
scenario.
Can
this
I
was your
speak now? Okay,
sister
Elena,
dating
you go, and
Drake,
then I'm gonna go.
Hey,
if
I'm
Y'all
this
need
was
really
some
your
done with the
respect.
sister,
Hold on,
wait,
conversation.
hold
this is
on. We
my
need
last
some
question.
respect though.
If this was your
Let
sister
Elena talk,
dating
and then I'm.
Drake, if
Hey,
this was
let's
your
get
sister
off of it.
dating
I
Drake, would
stand
it
where I
be a
stand.
blame
Ain't
on
no
your
Okay,
point
we're
in
not
trying
parents?
to
You
attacking
change
the
my
said
man, but
mind.
let's
it's
I
not
keep
get
it
it.
more
Well,
Thank
within
you.
the
guess what,
relationship.
Aunt,
respect.
bro? You stand where you stand.
Okay, y'all
Everybody
some
stand what they
rude
stand. You
ass
can't
niggas.
make
Okay, so let's
nobody.
move on.
He
I'm
ain't
done.
letting y'all talk. I'm trying to get it off too. He ain't letting
No,
y'all
I'm
talk
not trying
neither.
to hear y'all
I know, but
scenarios.
I
Elena,
I
can
guess
don't
I
not.
speak
Nigga
care.
don't
now?
be trying to hear you neither, bro. If that's the
Well,
case,
move on then, nigga. I
you
said it.
move on. You move on. I'm talking
Okay,
too,
can
nigga.
Hey,
Elena
Do
no,
what you gonna.
speak?
go get you some help,
Man,
bro. You
I don't. I
aggravated.
got help. I got help, bro. I got
Get you some help.
16 niggas that go with me everywhere I go. I got help.
Get
So
you some
we
help.
ain't tripping.
Elena was
I got
talking.
help.
Are y'all fucking
All
9
right,
years
Lana can
old?
talk. I'm gone.
Okay, come on, Elena.
I'm doing. Listen, I was just saying, if this was your sister, right, and she was dating Drake, does that go back on your parents? Because that was one of the statements you made. You said something wrong with the parents. So would you believe that there was something wrong with your parents because your sister was dating
Why
Drake
are
and
y'all
Drake
using?
happened to be a bad apple?
Why are y'all using Drake as an
Because
example?
I'm personally using
She
Drake
just
as an
trying to use
example because
somebody
I
a
said
You
that
Drake
gotta
shit
is
out
use
not
loud.
out
Drake.
here
They
fucking
talk about
19
Puff
year
Daddy, my
olds.
nigga. You gotta use somebody of that
In
Hannah,
that
stature.
No,
moment,
hold
hold
I
on. Use
on,
couldn't
bro.
Puff
think
Let
Daddy.
him
of
answer so we can keep
in that
going. Like, I
moment,
don't,
I
all this
could not
combative
think
shit
of
is gonna
someone
drive me.
more equivalent
You know, I don't want to
to
argue
P
with you, bro.
Diddy.
Stop.
That's all.
Just listen.
Look at
told you
Just
that.
before this
listen.
shit started, and the
Son,
fucking
I
left
am
on that
not
shit,
arguing
bro.
with you, son. We men, bro. We don't gotta agree, bro. There don't gotta be no
No, listen,
argument,
listen,
bro.
because every time I speak, you feel the need to come off and start
And
talking
why I
again.
told you let's
I can
get this
talk.
one out, and I knew where this shit was gonna go.
So
But
so I'm
listen,
saying when
listen.
I ain't supposed to talk, and when you talk, I ain't
I'm
supposed
not
to say
telling you
nothing. I
that
ain't
you
supposed to
keep,
respond.
bro. No, no. What I'm trying to tell them is Drake and Diddy are two different type of niggas, bro. That ain't even a good comparison to use.
No,
I'm not
Don't say
comparing
I
them.
think
Listen,
you just
listen,
no,
listen,
but
comparing
you
listen,
but
listen. Wait,
because
wait, wait,
you're doing the
wait, wait,
swap out.
wait.
Hold on. Are
Hey,
Diddy and Drake the same
listen.
nigga? Do they
That's a
move the
great
you
same?
just using
comparison to
that for
make.
the statute
Wait,
of
wait, wait,
child.
But
No,
it
it's a
ain't
great
a
Oh, it
good
was
thing
we
comparison
was
because if
because
I
I
what we're
if
guess she
talking
she
used that
about,
to make it the right age,
what
like
we're
bracket,
talking
like
about is
return.
men of power. So
if,
That's
if
that's
all she
actually a
doing.
great
Ain't use a nigga
comparison to
power.
make.
no, listen,
Because
listen,
some
listen.
people don't believe that he's really even doing this, the Speedy the character, right? They don't even believe it because they look at him so high and whatever it is. It's a man of power. So is Drake not a man of power?
No, he
Yes, the
is, but
fuck
he
he
don't move
is.
like Diddy. That's what I'm
The
saying.
point is, it's
Diddy
not
gets
about moving like Diddy. It's about being able to have mind control over someone by using your
no.
assets to
That
control.
Diddy is a
Drake
certain
could very well
prototype
make a
of
It's just
bitch
a
nigga, Elena.
hypothetical
kill
she used,
herself
man.
today.
But
Trust
you
me.
can't do hypotheticals when somebody has a pattern of doing this. Drake is not in
I
open
think what she
relationship.
means is Drake is
She
still is high. He's still highly
no,
influential. Like,
that's a
That's what I'm
but this is
saying. It's not
I get
about
what y'all are saying. Y'all are not
okay.
wrong.
Well, then
Listen
that's what
to
I
me.
said.
Listen
What's
to
the
me.
difference in
Did,
Diddy doing it and a nigga that don't got no money that's just
Diddy,
pimping doing
listen,
it? What's the
listen,
He
difference?
listen,
likes Drake.
listen, listen. Drake and Diddy. The reason why I don't like that comparison because if I see Diddy talking to my younger sister, I'm most definitely gonna question this nigga's older. He's from a whole nother generation, and he has a history of dating multiple women at times and things of that nature. Hold on, what's really going
And
on with this? Drake don't move like
hold
that.
on, so Drake
That's
don't be
because
having
so
sex with
because
bitches?
Drake
that's a
dates
How
fact.
you
people
know how
and
Drake
Drake
don't
he's
fuck
a
with
move?
no
pretty
Like,
big
nigga,
13
how
year
deal.
you
He don't
olds.
know
move
this?
like
Drake is
that.
fucking a bitch
You know
all
how
the
many
time. What are you
women
But
Drake
talking
ain't
about?
come
gonna claim
on,
his baby,
man,
bro.
now come on,
And
man.
Drake ain't
see,
fucking with no
and
19-year olds.
Drake was in
Drake
no
ain't
girl.
even won't
Oh, hold
claim
Drake
his
on,
was
hold
in
on,
no
hold
baby,
on,
girl
hold
from
bro.
on, hold on,
LSU
ain't no,
DM.
hold on,
Drake
wait,
was in
A
no girl
serial
DM.
dater.
He was in
yeah,
no girl
hey,
DM from LSU,
the
bro.
girl,
That little
yeah, the
girl,
girl
she
played on the
young.
basketball team.
He was in that DM trying to get her. She
Did
young,
he
so you
like
Like,
saying
Lil Ice
Drake don't
Spice
he don't
too?
move like that?
Okay,
Drake
but
is a
here's the
I
serial
ain't
here's
seen
okay.
him
dater.
Wait,
out
now can I
publicly.
speak now? I just want to say something real quick, right? Because here's the reality when it comes to these type of people, right? In my opinion, just because I've been an artist and I've also, I work with artists and blah blah blah. The reality is that some of these motherfucking celebrities are fucking predators. Fuck you, Bolo, and I love you too. Um, some of these celebrities are really like fucking predators, and at the end of the day, they know how to cover their ass, right? So saying that is like, so in these stories that Ant was saying, that he said, he sent the girl off on vacation or whatever. So we can't say 100% before everybody gets all upset and about like what you would do for your sister or your niece or whatever. We're not even clear as to if anybody else knew about this abuse, right? If there was any abuse, right? And the claims, to my understanding, was that in the sexual acts, she used drugs. So we're not saying that she's on drugs, but, they're saying that she might have been influenced by drugs or whatever to whatever. So what I was going to say before all this shit that I learned from T.I. and Tiny is because like I've thrown parties, I fuck with strippers, I do all that shit, right? I have provided alcohol and sometimes other things that people need, right? What I did not understand before Ti and Tiny is that if I had this bitch come through and I say I got some alcohol and if she wants some Molly, I give her some Molly or whatever, and then we fuck the bitch, me and whatever nigga I'm with, and she wake up tomorrow and say I don't remember nothing, or whatever. She can go to the law and say that she didn't give consent, right? And this is whether or not we think it's the truth or how it should be or not, we need to understand what the law says. The law says that if I provided alcohol with the intent to have sex, if I provided drugs with the intent to have sex, right? And this woman says that she was incapacitated, she don't remember nothing, and this might be a little hoe bitch that wake up, mad at herself because she got kicked out. You know what I'm saying? But she might have consented. We might have had a great fucking party. But this bitch can actually wake up the next day and say, they gave me drugs, they gave me alcohol, and I don't know what happened and whatever. And then I can go to jail. So we have to understand, you know, under the law, what happens. And that's why I asked, I'm like, does drugs have anything to do with it? Because I'm like, that's going to be the smoking guns, so to speak. But celebrities, especially people like Diddy, a person that we have a lot of hearsay, but we don't have a lot of smut on him, for real, for real. We don't have him getting arrested for things. It just doesn't really
Exactly.
happen with him. So either somebody's full of shit or this nigga covers
All
his
this shit
ass.
is subjective.
Exactly. Right?
Our
So it's like we
ideas that
can't really
Drake is so
say,
innocent.
like, because even and I'm only saying it because I've known him to cover his motherfucking ass. So we can't say that, her parents knew or her family knew or whatever, because we can't even say that she was on drugs. What they're suggesting is that in these sexual acts, she might have been on drugs. Now, I done been around a lot of these niggas. They be putting Molly in champagne, what I'm saying, all kind of shit. And there's certain things that if a person, let me just be clear and say this, right? If you don't do narcotics, you don't do coke, you don't do Molly, you don't do ecstasy, you don't do opiates, and somebody give you a half of a something, you might, be a little euphoric and do some shit you wouldn't do and wake up and fucking regret it. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just saying, like, we can't just like automatically say, her parents or whatever, like, they probably didn't know shit
When it
if
comes to
that's
the
what
drug
happened.
thing, that's where I think age has nothing to do with it. Because if she didn't take, whatever drug, whatever, look, I don't fucking know. I'm not
Man,
getting all
we
into
really
all of
don't.
that.
Don't nobody really know, and we
That's what
can't
I'm
really
saying. I'm not even
confirm
getting into
nothing.
all of that because
But
that shit don't even
all I'm gonna
matter.
say is this right here, man. People just gotta communicate better. Communicate with your people. Make sure they straight. And for our women out here, it's a hard battle, and I can never put myself in y'all shoes. I'm just speaking on how this world works. I don't make the rules here. I'm trying to just help with the mental process. I can't tell y'all to be strong because I never been through nothing like that. I'm just saying the way that the world is set up, if you want to get your justice right away, this is the game is the game. This is the only way to get your justice.
Man,
It's just
I got
I don't.
assaulted when I was
Listen,
fucking
the
pregnant
world is
by a
set
nigga
up.
who
And
wasn't,
now
he
you
wasn't
go.
even famous. It took me 8 years to mention it. You can't, goodness gracious, you
It's not
The
even
cannot.
just that. It's
circumstances,
I
just
didn't.
that
I
Like
if
I
you
didn't
said,
have
say
if you
that.
somebody,
haven't
and you
been
It,
through
sit
it
that,
back
wasn't
you
about.
around.
can't
It
speak
wasn't for
on it.
nobody personal.
if you
I'm
have
just saying.
somebody like
I don't
Ant in
make
your
the rules
corner,
here.
then you
Neither
be
do
more
y'all.
quicker
We
to be
can't
able to make
prove it.
those
No,
moves.
but
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 in
what
real
I'm
life,
saying
You
to you
just
is, I'm
heard what
saying
she
to you is,
said,
Aunt,
bro. Let her
a
say
lot
what
you're
you
of y'all
say
don't
that
speaking
even
again.
on.
have them
Elaine, hey,
niggas
say that
don't
again.
have no
Unique. What you
ants.
just said. Repeat that over again. What you just said happened to you.
So I got assaulted by my son's father when I was pregnant, right? Motherfucker hit me, broke my motherfucking face, like broke my face while I was pregnant. I did not mention that remotely publicly until like maybe a couple years ago. My son is 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. It's you. And I understand why people think that, right? Because that's the rational way of thinking. But there's nothing rational about fucking trauma, right? Like you can't. You can't
Well,
sit there and say
unique.
that,
I've
oh, she
already
took
said
5 years
that.
to say something, and that
No,
makes her
unique.
story less,
Unique. Unique. What I'm
truthful.
telling y'all is that was not a personal attack on no woman who's been
No,
through
I know.
anything. And
I know.
so y'all keep telling me about trauma, like I get what y'all are
No, I know.
saying, but
But you
I'm
did
saying
say
we
it, and
can't
I just
prove
want
it.
you to
We can't.
understand, and
If
whoever else
I
is
just want
listening to
women to
understand
understand,
that if it takes
I just
10
want to put
years
the
to say
real out
something,
there.
it don't mean it didn't happen.
I
You
didn't
don't
say it
know what
didn't
it's like
happen.
to
I
get
never said
violated,
that.
and you don't
See,
know what
y'all
it's
are
like to
taking
get
this the
violated
wrong
by a
way, and that's why
powerful
I can't
person.
have conversations with
That why,
everybody
hey,
about
and
certain
I
stuff.
told you before this shit started, bro.
You're
See,
right, Bolo. Let's move on, bro.
Well,
Let's go
no,
I
to the
I'm
told,
next
not.
one.
Wait a minute.
I told you, bro.
Wait a minute. See, this the type of shit that get on my fucking nerves, right? Because this was what I like. I like the fact that Ant said what he said, right? Because that's what probably the majority of public people think, right? Or people who haven't been through that. And guess what? You're
No,
never gonna,
hold on.
because
See,
nobody's
you're
gonna
changing my
hold on.
narrative, unique.
You're
That's
not
not my narrative. My
okay.
narrative is I don't know what the trauma is. I'm telling you, if you want the guy off the streets,
Hmm.
it's a fucked up situation. It's damaging. I can't put myself in no woman's body. I've
Hmm.
never been a rape victim. I will
There
never
you
be
go.
that.
That way you
And
supposed to
no, and I'm
leave it
not.
at.
So this is
Listen,
what I'm
That
telling
way you
y'all.
and
This is
I'm not
all
going.
I'm
Hold
saying.
on, brother.
All
Hold on
I'm
one
saying
second,
is
babe.
this: unique,
I'm
unique.
not
This is
going
it.
against what you're
No,
saying.
no.
I
So I'm saying you keep
understand.
telling me I can't say that. I'm telling you, if you can't prove it, they can't lock the nigga up. I'm
And I
not saying that
understand
it's
that, but what I'm
fair.
trying,
I'm not
I
saying that
understand.
that's the right
Listen,
way. I'm just telling you the way the
what you're
world
saying,
works.
listen, what you're saying is logical, right? I'm not going against what you're saying, bro. I'm not disagreeing with you.
So what
What
are we
I'm
talking about
saying,
here?
so what I'm saying to you is
you want to out mic everybody. Go ahead.
you are thinking from a street smart standpoint. You're thinking from a man's
No, I'm
standpoint,
not. I'm
and you're
thinking
thinking,
from
hold on,
reality.
Nah,
let
you
me
can't
finish, and
say
then you can
things
say,
from
let
a
me
man's
finish.
That's
standpoint,
not
Let
man.
me
the
finish, and then you
He
say
house.
what
ain't.
you want to
He his
say
own
because I might be
person.
wrong. Polo, I'm not talking to
Now
you.
you been talking
Hold
a
on,
lot.
I'm
Let
about to be
somebody else.
done pretty fast if you don't fucking stop me.
But we talking in circles. I've
Okay,
already
wait a minute.
acknowledged
No,
that I
no,
know
hold
that
on.
the
You
woman's
said,
pain. If I already tell y'all, listen, unique. I can't tell you
did
how to
y'all really
feel.
just interrupt what the fuck I was just saying?
That's exactly what I did because
Okay,
you
well, I
keep
need you to
saying the
stop
same
because
thing over. It's
actually I was
pointless.
agreeing with you. And if you stop for a second, I can give you some game.
You
You're
can't
not a
give me
woman.
no game because I already know. You already said it
Okay,
That
20
well,
minutes
man
what you
ago.
stuck
want to
in
do?
where he
So, what you
believe,
want to
stuck
do?
in what you believe,
No,
end of
all
story.
I'm saying is
It's
this
not
right
stuck in
here.
what I
I'm
fucking
not
believe.
Bolo, son,
downplaying
on the
nobody
real little
Hey,
pain.
Bolo,
listen,
that don't
either
matter.
I'm going to finish my
She got her
sentence,
mouth, bro. She
either
can
I'm
say
going to
what she
finish my
want. You
sentence
can't
or
I
I'm going
knock
to
mean,
her
get
from
kicked
I
out
getting
of
her
this
shit off,
motherfucking
bro.
room.
understand that, bro. I understand
Yeah,
that,
well,
but
just the
like,
Hold
best thing to
on.
do
You
is
don't,
let
I'm
her get her
picking
shit
right
off, and
now.
it'll
Y'all,
be good.
why
She
are
can
y'all
get it
acting
over
like
with.
some
ain't
ignorant
going
ass
nowhere
niggas?
with the shit, bro.
I'm
I'm trying to help you
confused.
get your
We
shit
go,
off,
I
we
don't
unique.
need
talking
no
in
help.
circles, man. I already
I'm
That's
said
what
not
what I
I
talking
was
in
just
said.
circles.
trying
If
to
you shut the
say, and
fuck up
you know
and
what
let a
I'm saying?
bitch with a fucking vagina say
Hey, we
something,
don't give a
maybe you'll get
shit
something.
about that part of it.
Okay, but we
Unique.
just heard you, Aunt. We
But I
heard you.
already said this 20 minutes ago. It's the same
What did
shit.
you
We
say
keep going
20
in
minutes
circles.
ago?
I already
You're
said
saying,
that.
listen, hold
Hey,
on. I'm going to tell you what you just said.
all I told y'all
Hold
is
on.
this.
Unlike
It's
you, I
fucked
shut
up.
the fuck up and I listen. So I'm
No,
going to
you
tell you
don't.
what you
No,
just
you
said.
don't.
Come
No, you
on,
What
don't.
you just
unique
said
man, don't
was,
start that,
if,
man.
hold
Tell him.
on, hold
I'm
on,
done,
Bolo.
dog. I really hate that we can't come on
Hold
here
on, we're
and
not.
people. The
Listen,
thing, the
reason
only reason I keep
why I'm getting
responding
upset
is
is because I would have been
listen,
done by
unique.
now.
The only reason
I
I
would have
keep
been
cutting you
done by
off,
now.
the only
I
reason
would
I
have
keep
been
cutting you
done.
off because you making
Hold
it seem
on.
like
I ain't.
I'm telling y'all how
Okay.
I
to
ain't
feel,
gonna
and
lie.
I'm
That's
not
the
telling y'all
part
how to
I
Irritate the
hate
feel.
fuck
about
out of
this
y'all.
shit too, bro. We can't come to no conclusion,
I'm
never.
finna
That's
But
irritate
the
the
listen,
fuck
part.
out of y'all.
no,
This
listen.
is what I'm
This is the
trying to.
thing with me.
Hold
Y'all
on,
keep
I'm
you keep
talking.
telling me. Listen, you keep
I'm
telling me.
talking. You don't know what
Listen, no,
I'm
no,
saying
no.
because
Because
you didn't
every
let me
time you talk,
finish, nigga.
unique. Every time you talk, you
I
making it
was
seem like I'm
talking
trying
and
to
both
tell
of you
y'all how to
niggas
feel.
interrupted me.
No, no, because you keep saying things
I
that I
don't give
didn't
a fuck
say,
what I keep saying. I'll let you
and that's
talk.
the point. You just want to argue.
Okay, but I'm talking,
No,
right?
you
And the
don't,
only
man. You don't
thing
listen
I'm
here, man. You
saying,
talking to a grown ass man. I don't be
okay, and
quiet
you're
for no
talking to
woman.
a
Here
grown
we
woman,
go.
and
Hey,
I'm
listen
cooking
here,
on
man.
something
I
that
don't
you
be
need to
quiet for no woman.
understand.
I'm an H-time nigga. Woman gotta
Okay,
That's
I
the
listen to
get
me
that, but
talk.
I'm
problem
not
right
no
there.
gangbanger.
Hello.
You goddamn right, that's the
I though.
problem.
Can we
A
share
That's
the
woman
the
keep trying to
pain?
Anyway,
cut
problem.
me
hold
She
off,
on.
hasn't
get
raised her
loud, and
voice
all
This
at
this other
man
all.
shit.
just
She's
said,
calmly been
hold
trying to
on,
keep the dialogue
It's
let me
not
going.
read
Yeah,
this
we
that.
got to
You
because
share the
you
can't.
think,
stage.
Hey,
hold on,
you.
because every time I fucking say something, you niggas act like I drunk a gallon of Carlos Rossi. This is
You
what I'm
act like you
saying.
did.
You saying
What you
that we didn't? I
don't
didn't.
get disrespectful, Aunt, because you're
Y'all ain't
good at
gonna
it.
keep jumping on my friend like
Right.
this.
I ain't
Hold on.
Hey
doing
man,
that.
if
I'm
she
What
wanna
trying
Aunt
to.
come
just
in
said,
this, if she
hold
wanna
on,
come in the
nigga, why
lines
you
Oh,
then
so
and
nigga,
talk
scared
that
of?
when I
crazy,
can
Come
be
talk.
on, Aunt,
on
what you
her ass.
scared
Hey,
of?
Fuck
one
that.
mic.
Won't
Let
y'all let her land?
What you scared of?
How many times she
What you
gonna
What
scared
I'm gonna
of?
land?
say? So why you can't wait 12
Oh, we
seconds though?
fine too.
Cause you
Hold
finna say
on.
the same fucking thing you
I
already
don't give a
It
said.
fuck
don't
if I
Bitch,
matter.
you
said
just
She
said
20
it
might not
four
times,
like
nigga. I
your
times.
delivery,
respected
but she
you.
let
She
you
was on
talk.
the
Respect me.
part where
Whether
she
you
was
like what she gonna
saying
say or not, let her
Damn.
talk.
whether
And
it's
the cold
10
part is I'm agreeing with the
years
nigga,
or
and he's so
5
busy fucking
years.
talking.
She was on something else and y'all just
Right. They
saying
just
some
met
other
and left from
shit.
motherfucking Mexico when we was going to Cuba.
She
The
was
fuck wrong
really
with y'all?
saying something else for real.
Thank you. What I'm saying is when you're saying you're giving good advice, that is the fucking thought of a rational person, right? When you say like if you want to put them away okay, or you want to punish them or whatever if they did something to you, whatever. But the reality is that people that get raped and go through fucking trauma, that's why they call it trauma, right? They call it trauma for a fucking reason. So 9 times out of 10, and this ain't got nothing to do with Diddy and Cassie, right? This is any woman who deals with that type of thing. It takes a long time sometimes to get the courage because one, you have to fucking deal with yourself because you let it happen, right? And you didn't do anything. So each day that you didn't make that fucking report, that you didn't fucking go public, it gets worse and worse. And that shit, what I don't know what really happened and what didn't happen, but it can eat at a person. And all I'm saying to you is when you hear a person after 5 years or 7 years get up and say, this nigga did that to me, whether you believe him or not, they might be full of shit. But don't base it on the time. The time ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Because me at motherfucking 18, 19, when that motherfucker hit me, nigga, I ain't motherfucking go to the police because we don't go to the police. Me and a nigga Molly had a whole fucking argument about this shit. You know what I'm saying?
So, but
He
this is the
like,
thing, Unique. Nobody's
mhm.
basing it off of time.
Well,
I'm
you
not
said
basing it off of time. I
I'm not.
never said it's based on
You
time. So
what
what are
you
we
said.
talking about?
I didn't say you was.
So
What you
so why is
said
that
was.
conversation coming up then?
What you said was if somebody say something quickly, it'd be a better way to get them
No,
convicted. You're saying more of the
exactly. And I
time
don't
pass by,
and
it's
that's
gonna
out
be
of
harder
my
for people to
hands.
believe you. Is that not
I
what you
didn't say
said?
that that's fair, Unique. I never said that that
Okay,
was
what did you
fair.
say?
I
And
said it's
that's what I
fucked
got from
up.
it. So what'd you say?
Didn't I say 3, 4 times that that's fucked up that the world is like that? That's all I said. I said I
And I
know
really
it's
wasn't
fucked up.
attacking you. I started off
So
agreeing
why are
with
we
you.
still
You didn't
talking
fucking
about
send
this
me
then?
four
You
different
keep
ways.
telling us about, oh, it's time, it's time. We know this. Everything you just said, we know this.
Nigga, if we wouldn't even listen, I wouldn't even be responding to you if you didn't insinuate, right?
I didn't
That if
insinuate
the
nothing. You took it that way. I
oh my
explained it
god.
3 times exactly
Okay,
what
well
I meant,
next time
and
I'm
you took it.
fucking talking,
That
if
happened with
that's
Listen,
what
and you
happened,
keep
blueface.
taking it
then
how
let me
you
get
want
through
to
it in
take it.
my 11
That's the only
seconds.
reason that because the way you coming off is you the
I'm
way
not
I'm
coming off
taking
shit. I was
the
talking, and
way
you
that
and
I'm
this nigga
taking it.
Bolo, we could have been done with that. If
the
there
way
was
that
a
the way that I'm taking it,
misunderstanding, we
the
could have
way
been
that
done
I'm
with that.
taking it,
But
the
be
way that I'm
respectful.
taking it, the way that I'm taking it is that you are insinuating. I'm not saying that you are. I'm taking it
Listen,
as you thinking that I'm not understanding what these victims are going through. And I said it.
no, I'm
I
not
can't.
taking it like that. You
Okay, then
spoke
so
on
let's
it,
move
I
bro.
on then.
am.
We
She
good
said
then. We
she
You
good.
spoke
We
on
agreed
it,
good.
that
and
you
all I'm
We
saying to
good.
you
Bolo,
is,
what's next, Bolo? We good. We good.
man,
What's
listen,
next?
I'm talking. And what I'm
Well,
saying
you
is
don't get
that
to end the
I'm not
conversation
saying
like
that you
that.
don't care. I'm not saying anything like to attack you. I'm saying this for whoever the fuck is listening. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck if it took her 10 years to say something. That has no bearing on whether or not the shit happened or not. And for people who have been sexually assaulted, especially when it's from people of power, right? It's not an easy road. It's not something, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't like look at it and be like, oh, she took 5 years to say something, so she lying. Like, no, it might take 20. Like, and if you haven't been raped or assaulted, you're not gonna fucking know what that feel like. That's it.
Correct.
I'm not saying it to you personally. I'm just saying it in general. We gotta stop thinking like that. If a bitch take 10 years to speak up, that don't mean shit, it didn't happen. That's all I'm saying.
well.
I'm ready to get my motherfucking check.
That
Shit.
was business, guys. Glad we're past
Oh,
it.
so you want to make YouTube? Say less.
Shot o'clock.
Niggas done made it turn to a whole
What's up,
goddamn attack.
man?
Shit. Hmm.
What the fuck you
Some
shouting
hot
at?
tamales.
And it would be wise actually to say something soon, but we can't act like we know what that person is going through. Like just imagine, let's like talk about like R. Kelly, for example. Just imagine matter of fact, fuck R. Kelly. I'm just saying in general. Imagine my ass about to start this fucking podcast and shit, and then I meet who's the shit right now? I don't know. Michael B. Jordan, right? I meet this nigga. He's already a fucking star, right? And he do some shit to violate me. You know what's gonna happen if I say something? They gonna look at me and say, "Oh, this bitch trying to get him for his money. She trying to get on." And then I might not want to be dragged. I might not want to be, exposed or
That's what
whatever.
I was
Like,
about to
you know what
say.
I'm
That's
saying?
what's gonna happen to if it was me. I'm not trying to be embarrassed and
Right.
tell everybody this nigga
So
fucked me in the ass or slapped me across the whatever, whatever. I'm not finna.
What
yeah,
the
I
that's
don't
all
want
I'm
to
fuck?
saying.
say none of that
Sometimes it
shit.
takes a
The
while to
fuck?
build up the courage.
He
I just
kicked
don't
me
want
in the
people
face.
to
What?
And then the type of scrutiny it's gonna come with who she's
Exactly.
vulnerable
Are we
with
exactly.
too.
crazy? I don't want
And
that
that's
to
all I'm
happen.
saying. It wasn't
I mean,
personal
and then
to you,
having to
Aunt, but
relive
I
it because
just
she's
don't.
gonna have to retell the story
Yeah, and
and
that's
Over and
painful.
everything.
over and
It's
over and
painful.
over.
So I just
Yeah.
don't want people basing it on, the time or whatever. It's not nothing personal to you, Aunt, like on some real shit. But just I just heard you kind of say like, oh well, if a person say something earlier, it'll be. It's like, nah, you can't say that to a
Yeah, don't
victim.
think a bitch is dumb
Everybody
because she
don't
ain't
post
come
the
out and
same.
told.
Some people want to forget that shit when it happened.
And then people be thinking from like a street smart standpoint. Everybody ain't street smart. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
People be
niggas say
threatening
like
people all the
just because
time.
we have set this nigga on fire don't mean that this young Filipino girl knows what to do. But I don't know if Diddy did anything, so I don't want to talk too much on it. But I just don't want you to think I was attacking you, Ann. But y'all like took the shit left. I'd have been done in a long.
Souls as people. Whereas, hey, bro, if you try to blow up a nigga car, my nigga, I gotta get at you, nigga. We ain't finna act like we cool in this industry. I'm not finna be quiet about it. Nah, nigga, fuck that. But niggas be tucking their tail and going through shit because they don't want to. They want the fame. And I feel like it's certain things a nigga shouldn't ever do over fame. This is just a personal opinion. This is how I'm living. This is how I'm rocking. I'm not doing none of that shit. And if all these niggas that was around, if y'all was around that girl getting beat, drugged, kicked in her face, drug, and all this other shit, people that was helping supposedly, y'all some hoe ass motherfuckers too. It just is what it is with me.
Hey,
Ain't no amount of money a nigga paying me for to have me sitting around while he beating on the little
hey,
girl
now
and this
look
nigga
though,
20
and
some motherfucking age.
the
So what?
crazy part is the niggas behind the fucker though. That shit, that different. That's the part I can't. I can't. That's crazy.
Well, see, is they coming into it like that? Now I'm saying that's a crazy storyline she put out there,
Man,
but
what?
the niggas who doing it, they work for hire. So when they coming in,
That's
what type of
crazy.
mood is she in? She ain't sitting there crying, to my knowledge. I wasn't there. But are you sitting there crying and whining while these niggas is running this train on you and he watching? You gotta be getting some pleasure out this shit.
But see, that's
This
where,
shit
and
next
I'm
level.
again not picking sides, but this is where the drug thing is a problem.
But how many
Because if she
times
was
did this
under,
I mean,
go
I
on? Did
think
this go on
one more
because if she
time.
was under the influence, we can't determine. Like I could take a fucking Molly, and I'm gonna become a philosopher.
Keep cooking. Tell it.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm no stranger to certain things. I happen to like mushrooms, right? Like, but a person who doesn't do drugs or hasn't done drugs may react differently. And this is the sad part. And this is why I was bringing up Ti and Tiny, because I done threw stripper parties. Like I said, I done provided shit. You know what I'm saying? I done been at other niggas' house in fucking Calabasas and shit where the party over. We see a bitch just stumbling out the room. Like, bitch, where the fuck you come from? You know what I'm saying? But the reality is that if we put the drugs and the alcohol on a fucking table, right? So that's possession. If this woman can prove that I gave her drugs with the intent to have sex, that's intent,
That's gonna be
right?
the hardest part to
And this
prove
is
right
how,
there.
I mean, I know it sounds like fucking bullshit, but this is how you can go to fucking prison, especially if you don't know how to answer the motherfucking questions. You know what I'm saying? If they can prove that you provided the drugs with the intent to have sex, and she say, I didn't know, I don't know what I did. I don't remember. I just woke up and I was like, nigga, you going to jail. We gotta understand that. Like that's
You
real
don't
shit.
think that's gonna be the hardest part to prove? I think that's just
No, because they have no, baby. I'm gonna tell you why. And I had to study this shit because, like I said, I've thrown a lot of parties. I fuck with strippers. I do threesomes. I didn't call the bitch like this. I got your favorite liquor. You know what I'm saying? That alone could get me fucking put in jail if this fucking bitch wakes up tomorrow and feel guilty because she was sucking my nigga dick for an hour and now she got a stretch mark on her lip. And then we didn't kick the bitch out after a pancake. And now the bitch feel guilty and want to fucking, put a case on us. If they can prove that I provided alcohol or drugs with the intent to have sex, and she say she don't remember shit or whatever, we can go to jail. No, is she a fake bitch, a lying bitch? Absolutely. But we need to understand that part of the law. The court don't recognize it the way we recognize it. You know what I'm saying? That's why when he was telling the story, I was like, was there some drugs in there? Because I'm like, how the fuck is they gonna be able to, how is she gonna be able to prove anything?
I don't think she can really prove nothing at this point
drugs
unless
gonna
you
be
got
the hardest
pictures.
part, huh? Ain't
I'm just being all the way 1,000 because of this right here. If you gotta have, because this is what you gotta understand. when you going against a nigga with the money, that's you got to have all your ducks in a row.
Hey, let me ask you this though, Aunt. What kind of proof do they got about the settlement part where she was trying to like we
They
don't
didn't
like
say
what you think you get what I'm saying? Whether they got
they,
something on that
they didn't
part where he was trying to pay
straight up.
off.
Came that came from her lawyer. Her lawyer said he tried to
Right,
settle,
right.
but the only thing is in the civil suit, a nigga like Diddy could say, well, he was going to settle out of court because he dealt with her for so many years and he was going to pay it because it'd be more convenient for his public image, and that throws that out. That simple.
You
That
said
that that
what
holds
now?
the
Repeat
court.
that.
Huh? Nah, because
I
he
ain't
can.
hear.
His lawyer can say, well, my client was going to pay her to keep this quiet so it wouldn't be a media storm. That's the type of language they use in there. Because he didn't want it to be to damage his reputation and his brand, make it into the media. He's had past dealings with her, so he was just going to pay her to be quiet.
But hey, you know what I'm
That's how it
saying?
can
They
go.
gonna still look at that like, why you doing that if you ain't do it?
But
But
people,
I get
but
both
no, they
sides.
do
I
that.
get what
They
you're
do that
saying though.
all the time, though, Bolo. It's a
I
lot of
get it,
niggas
yeah. The
be
courts
like, man,
don't be looking at that shit like that. We will. You feel what I'm saying?